我是叶风流，那继续我们的旅途。我们回到第3个世界了，一个奇怪的女的。
Listen, I'm not your girlfriend.
I know. 一个是我阿格里。
But you better finish that pickle, or else I'm stealing it.
格里啊，我去干不可告人的事情吗
Me? I'm a waitress, dummy. Waitresses have to be whatever people want them to be. Yeah, but not today. Don't worry. Thursday is my day off. That's okay. It's nice to sit on the other side of the counter for a change and see how the other half lives.
所以你觉得这家店
This music, isn't it dreamy?
最奇怪的地方，
I can tell we have some.
感觉这个很热的音乐。
We both have to live by our wits. Hitchhiking isn't an easy trade. Waiting tables isn't either. I'll show you what I
这个
mean.
是怎么回事？
Corned beef hash with 3 eggs over easy, whole wheat toast and hash browns. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, sausage, English muffin, and French fries with mayo instead of ketchup. 3 eggs
What
over
the?
easy with well done bacon and a side salad. Whole
This,
toast, Greek omelet with well done hash browns and white toast. A short stack of blueberry pancakes, coffees all around, and 1 Diet Coke. So, how many orders of toast were there?
哦，我知道答案，答案是4份。
Nope, 2, 3 if you count the English muffin.
好吧，你太厉害
I
了。
figured there's an art to hitching a ride. You have to be able to read people very quickly. Waiting tables is no different. You get to know what people want before they know what they want. It's a sixth sense.
我觉得你应该去当讲师，会不会多了一个人？哎，后面人不见了，
When I picked you up, with you it was easy. Your mind is an
我
open
们怎么
book.
没有上
Seeing
车
you？wandering through that street in the suburbs, clutching that strange blue box like a talisman. I could see that you needed a good rest, a good
Well.
meal, and a dose of friendly advice from someone who's looking out for you. It's good you managed to lose Hops back there.
你也认
Let
识
me
他？
guess, did he try to make you promise to meet him again? Yeah, we've all made a few of those. This highway is practically paved with broken oaths sworn to Hops, patron saint of useless stuff. Let me guess, you chose the red pill, just like me. Well, you did learn something interesting about yourself in the
No，
process,
这
right?
个时钟在动哎，
He
有
doesn't
了，
mean
至少拿
anything
那个
to
盒
Hops.
子，
He's just a bit stuck in the past.
他应该就活在过
That's
去
why he
吧
has all that junk
哎
in
呦
his car. Can't let go of anything. Can't change. People like to solve problems with the tools they understand. Hops thinks all the useful tools are in the glove box of his own memory. That's why it's good you got clear of him. He's a bad
他活在
influence
过
for
去
someone like you. You need to let go to move on. I don't know, but driving in the rearview mirror will only get you so far. You can't live in the past.
感觉这个是
Judging by the
要
faces
告诉
in
我
this book,
从
you can't live in the present either. Look at these blue
抓住
screen
过去到面
zombies,
向未来。
everyone glued to their phones. Depressing. Very funny. That sense of humor will serve you well when our new robot overlords take over. The living dead all around us. Not you two, though. You and your girlfriend. You were very much animated. Although, maybe not in a good way. That was some argument. Well, if it wasn't worth arguing over, it wouldn't mean anything, I guess. Well, I'm not one to eavesdrop.
那你怎么知道我
It's
吵
only
架
like
了？
text messages, being present. The usual suspects when it comes to couple arguing somewhere in public in the 21st century.
手机
I
绑
only
架
caught the end of it. It was one of those things that suddenly boils over. One moment you were sitting there having your strawberry rhubarb pie and trying to figure out where the next gas station is. The next moment, when I came back with your check, there was this big scene with you storming out the door. Beats me. You didn't come back, though. She hung around for another 20 minutes, mainly talking on her phone. Then she got her stuff and left. Seemed like she was making a plan to meet somebody.
Who？
Nope. See, I'm not that nosy. But when I was wiping down the counter, I found this.
怎么会这么会找东西
You might find it interesting.
？Angus Gas 的 SH51，所以告诉我4点 ，OK。
Weird, right? Gets weirder, though. Check out the back.
Oh, I see.
Seems like some kind of rendezvous. I mean, I figure that's not your card. Beats me. I just work here.
你
Sorry
感觉
for
你什么
Francis.
都知道啊？
I've helped you all I can this
我们
time.
那个白你。
Like I said, we all know each other on this highway.
这条路明显就不同路啊，什么鬼地方？那继续讲。
Pass me the menu, will you?
这个，
I want to see if they have the seasonal milkshakes in yet.
嗯，
Aw,
哦哟，这是地图啊，在加油站。
aw, look at that. It's like a little map of your adventures. How convenient. Even your gas station is there. Did you notice?
Yup.
It's a typical sign, you know.
What？
Of a lucid dream. Random happenstance.
我现在正在做梦吗？
Coincidence. This might be a good time to test if you have superhuman strength or can fly or something.
OK，
I think I'll have peppermint mocha
pepper
or
mocha。
vanilla
我有
caramel.
这个石头怎么了？
Sure. I mean, come on. Raisin farmer? There's no such thing. Grapes have
哎呦，
farmers.
别走了。
Raisins are dried grapes. End of story. Jeez, where's the waitress anyway? I'd kill for a shake right now.
这个真的很怪。
Well, things become real when we invest meaning in them. When we make them real.
那我赋予我是神的时候会成真吗？
It's not a theory. There's a poem about this. A guy is having an argument with his friend. He's freaking out because the meaning of every word, everything, every idea seems to be falling apart. After a while, I understood that talking this way, everything dissolves. Justice, pine, hair, woman, you, and I. Exactly. Booth, menu, you, I, mustard, mustard. It all starts to
Mustard.
dissolve.
会变大了。
It's my day off reading.
OK， 这个是干嘛的？没啥用。
Well, he remembers this liver he had, and that helps him get his head screwed on straight again. Well, in a sense. It's more that he thinks back to what it was like when they were together, and the different memories come together and leave him with a sense of specificity.
这是一种记忆的错误。
Not just a big pile of words and concepts and stuff that fall apart the moment you try to squeeze them tight. He thinks back to when he was a boy and remembers this river where he would try to catch the little orange silverfish called pumpkin seed. But you do. Just repeat after me. Pumpkin seed. The memories are real. Look at me. Don't forget me. See me for who I am. Pumpkin seed. You wouldn't believe how much people project their weird bullshit on me.
后面这个翻译家弄在你头上。
Less a real
Well.
person and more a blank screen. Oh yeah, plenty of that. But also just these cliches people have with diners. I can't tell you how many swingin' dick detective McGurks I've met in this place. Give me a coffee as black as a moonless night, darling. Shit like that. Are you sure about that? Or is that just
Maybe.
what you want me to be? You don't seem to realize that you're the one pulling the strings in here.
I'm the master.
Well, everyone has an agenda. People think they come to a diner for food, but they're really looking for something much more
Like a
profound.
king.
They want something, and at the end, they settle up. You bring the bill, and they have the chance to make good again. Everybody wants to be forgiven. It's a simple transaction. You're no different. Only when you're as good at it as I am. In this job, you work as a professional shapeshifter. After a while, you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror anymore. You start to realize that
我
no
们
one
戴上
else
面
can
具
see
戴
you.
久就拿不下来了。
Not you, especially not them. This whole modern problem of people not really being present, it's everywhere.
不是活在过去，活在未来
Technology makes。it worse. Once the robot doubles started showing up, that was the tipping point.
那我现在玩电脑是活在当下
Robot
吗？
doubles. The first models were so expensive, only Silicon Valley types could afford them, like electric cars. But pretty soon, it got to the point where basically anybody could afford a robot double of themselves. You could pick one up at Walmart, one aisle over from the toilet paper and the firearms. Even the company that produces my cheap-ass phone started them. They claimed they were on a mission to disrupt the human space. I hate that word, disrupt. Pretty much anything you want, but there's where you have to be careful.
可以杀人
It's，like you, but it only performs at about 70% of your
70%
capabilities
哦。那我跟他打不是总是赢。
after a bunch of drinks. So, if you're smart, you only trust it to do really simple things for you. Go to the post office, jury duty, fill in for you at your boring job. But people are lazy. They grow dependent on their robos, use them for all kinds of things they shouldn't, making complex calculations, blowing up boulders. People send their robos off to be with their wives, their families, while carrying on affairs. Check it out. Imagine you and I are in a relationship.
Oh.
Then you notice I'm acting a little
So
slow.
terrible.
My eyes aren't focusing quite right. Like this. Look. See it?
Oh，
You just need more practice. Then you'd realize that I've just stuck you with a pile of bolts for the evening.
也许我会
So here we are.
大家都一起去
Done
找
out on a date together. Would your robo be smart enough to know that I'd sent mine?
，maybe。
Or would they keep it a secret between themselves? All kinds of ethical issues, right? I don't know. I know you're trying to make your eyebrows move weirdly just to mess with me. Did someone stand me up with a robo? No.
被
not
机器人
exactly.
拒绝。
It's more about this thing that happened to me at work once. Not here, dummy. In my former life as a flight attendant.
哇哦
Grab that thing and pull up a chair. I'll tell you all about it.
，what the？
You feel like a sack of bolts yourself doing these safety demonstrations. People are zoning out, staring at their phones like the blockheads in
没人理他。
or else just leering at you like you're the first woman they've ever seen wearing a uniform. But you start getting good at spotting the doubles. they're often the only ones paying attention, staring at you with those
后面那个胖子怎么回事？
eyes of theirs. Technically, no, they're not supposed to be there. But like I said, people bend the rules, and security rarely checks. They're fine on the runway, perfectly docile. But something about altitude, something about the
把头夹进去。
The FAA wanted to study it, but the study got shut down because you're not supposed to have them on aircrafts in the first place. So yeah, I learned to spot them right away. It becomes a job requirement, a matter of survival. Here, try your luck. Have a look at the table. So, 1 mustard, fine. 3 mustards, not so fine. The one on the left is the real one. See if you can track it. Keep your eyes on the prize. 10 will get you 30.
Huh.
Very good.
Hehehehe.
Airline regulations. Want to play again?
No.
So, where was I? Pick that up again, and I'll show you what happened next. One time, we were doing a flight into Galveston, and we had a sudden drop of cabin pressure about 100 miles from our destination. No, but imagine this. Everyone's freaking out. I'm trying to help a girl with her arm in a cast to get her oxygen mask over her head. Suddenly, I'm aware of this Frankenstein monster marching towards me. The robos, they're like an army of the undead. I don't know if they were affected by the sudden change in cabin pressure or what, but they just lost their shit. People are screaming, and we're huddled together like a band of villagers with pitchforks.
农民
Throwing crap at them from the drink cart, locking them in the toilets, and so on.
最后防线，
Luckily, they started fritzing out on their own, like Hal in 2001 when his brain starts.
空姐太强了。
Let me tell you, as soon as we got over water, adios, out you go.
Adios.
Threw him right out of the cabin doors.
哦，没了。
Throwing the robos off the plane? No, you're right. That didn't actually happen. You can't just open the hatch door like that. But it's a nice image, right? I like to think of it sometimes when I'm lying in bed trying to sleep. Kind of. You need practice to be able to spot them. They're everywhere these days. I can see one in this diner right now, in fact. Can you find it?
找到机器人，对吧？机器。
That's right. The King. Can you believe it? God, I miss the King. They say that it was the first robot double prototype ever made. He actually sent it off to act in some of those cheeseball movie roles he had. That's why they were so bad.
这是机器人演的。
Am I? Says the guy who called his own girlfriend a robot. I seem to recall you standing right there, complaining it's like eating lunch with an automaton. You really don't remember anything? What you were fighting about? What happened next?
Of course.
Well, I've got a little game that might help you remember. It's kind of like a telephone seance.
电话通灵。这样就给人电话。
Hello? Is that you? This is your girlfriend, Mr. I'm not sure. Yes, it's me. I'm calling from beyond the grave.
What the fuck?
Why'd you bring me back here of all places, of all the restaurants we've been to? Couldn't you have summoned me to that place with the sour cream pierogi? See, I told you this is a good game. Okay, so, I'm your girlfriend. Somehow, I'm not with you now, and you don't know why. Except, I
你
am
们怎么都
with you
知道？
right now. That pretty much sum it up? No, this is my game. I get to ask the questions
No,
first.
no.
What's with this gas station you're trying to get to? What are you hoping to find there?
We need to get gas in a sec. Hey, stop it!
It's like we spent 1 year falling in love and...
4年用来分手。
Right? What took so long? Were you just afraid of being alone? Or maybe you didn't want to be the guilty one, the one who blows things up and hurts me. Were you waiting for permission from me to end it? Waiting for me to give you... Exactly.
绿灯
Waiting for an excuse. What? Right. That's why you stuck around.
我害怕什么？
Fear. You didn't want to break anything. You couldn't get over the idea that this great future we were supposed to have could
有人要
just
杀我。
wiped out. The beacon we'd always talked about, our light in the bottle, gone. You left it to me. Put it on me to do what needed doing. Well, I finally gave you the sign you were looking for, right over at that counter there.
Hmm?
You guys need anything else, or you're okay for now?
What the?
We're fine, thanks.
You do anything to make it different, right? To fix things. I can take you to that gas station, and I can be her for you. Together, we'll open the box.
怎么可能？
You can make it happen. You can make it real. What do you say? Miss the old times?
这是我要跟过去的自己讲话。No, no, no.
Okay, your choice. Now it's your turn. You can ask me
你
one
问了我这么多问题，我
question.
就问你一个，太诡异了。
The man on the phone. Yes, the one I was texting when we were eating lunch. The man with many eyes.
多眼男，
Yes, he has 10 eyes,
There you go.
like this. No, no. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet.
手链，什么鬼啊？
Even while he sleeps, a few of them keep watch, their eyes open. He also wears an orange vest.
橘色背
Find the
心，
man with many eyes, and his friend, the man with mirror eyes. They're the ones who did this to me.
嗯，
Close
外
your
星
eyes.
人，
Hey, where'd you go? It's like you went somewhere else there. Having some irresistible dream? Good for you. Reality is always the best policy. Speaking of reality, the check has arrived. Works for me. What's the sudden rush? Are you sure? If you're lucky, maybe she hasn't even gotten to the gas station yet. Well, the card has Thursday
星期下午
4 p.m. written on it, right? That was 2 days ago. And need I remind you that today is... Yeah, if we leave now, we can beat her there by nearly an hour and find out who's waiting for her.
对，
Well, that's easy. If I'm made up to look like her, he'll give himself away as soon as we arrive. I have a few wigs in the car.
那女的呢？
Well, that's the thing. You'll be waiting in the car with my phone. You can call the police the moment anything looks funny. And like I told you, I'm an expert shapeshifter.
德鲁伊，
Come on. Time to be forgiven. And time to hit the road. Time to pay the check so we can get out of here.
我有，我有，
This thing about robots is chilling. It says that 60% of the workforce won't have a job in 20 years. Hey, can you put down your phone for 3 seconds? I'm trying to have a real human connection with you, and you're so
real
cheap out.
connection。
It's like I'm eating with a robot.
这游戏是叫我们
Sorry,
把
I
手机放
we need
下
to。get gas in a sec. You can tell me about it while we're in the car.
Put that thing away.
Hey, stop it.
所以他说机器人应该是手机，就我们隔着一种手机来沟通。
God, keep your voice down.
那你有劈腿啊？
I've been driving for ages. I just need to space out a little.
A little? It's like you're a million miles away.
Can you just give me a break, please?
We were just taking a break, remember? Now we're back together, but I feel this is the last place in the world you want to be.
Well, that's what I'd call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Ain't love grand? Come on, let's get out of here.
走了。
How do I look?
Weird。
Good. I'm a very apt pupil. A very apt pupil.
哦呦，敞篷车
Here,。take my phone. Call for help the moment something looks fishy. Shoot. Right? I did, yes. Right, it was her. Yes, and? Listen, there's something at the end of this road that
What?
you don't want to find. You do, and you don't.
We want the
If you only
truth.
wanted to find it, there wouldn't be all this conflict. Drivers lying to you, drugging you with raisins, all the little glitches, things that don't make sense, the static. It's hardly been a smooth ride, has it?
Yep,
I'm just saying, there are two sides to every story, right?
of
The
course.
argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her. Something missing between the two of you. Have you stopped to think for a moment about why you keep finding these photographs? Why they are so important to you?
记忆中不可缺少的
They're
东
a way
西
of capturing reality, right?
，of
They're
course。
objective, but they're also you. They tell the
它是
story
一种被
you
观
want
测
to
到的
tell.
东西。
That camera of yours, it's a weapon too. Take a photo of me, and in the photo, I'll never change. I'll never grow away from you. So, what did you learn back there from your photo?
在偷情，
Oh? Oh, you have my phone.
但其实也许
Call it
不是
then.，
就是我们观测到的事情跟事实可能会有点落差。
And you think he's also this man with all the eyes? Hey, you said he has 10 of them, right? Have another look at that card. 10 little eyes. See him?
Yep. Wild ride.
Freaky, right? Well, almost there now.
Oh,
Well, almost time to get in character. Sure, I can't see a thing. What gives? I can't. The car's jammed somehow.
well.
What the hell? Goodbye.
哦，第4个了。Wait， 那今天就到这里。没想到这样就到第4个了，那第3个其实还挺快的。 我觉得他应该是在追寻回忆之中他不想面对的某件事情，但是他发现事实跟他所认知的事实又是有一种冲突，讲究了人对于事实的这个不确定性，以及人们会对于某些可能客观的事实去做一个主观的认定，所产生的一种事实的偏移嘛，或者是一种让它具有故事性，挺有趣的。这游戏比想象中有趣很多啊。好了，我们今天就到这吧，我们见，明天见，拜拜。